You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
First in your 11 minutes of nonstop news, a man is dead and a teen is in the hospital in DeKalb County following an investigation where both were shot. One of the crime scenes near a Waffle House, what authorities say it is all tied to.
Tension between law enforcement and protesters rising again at the site of a new police training center. Now a trooper is recovering from a gunshot and the protester is dead. We're breaking down the latest.
The rain is with us, folks. It's going to be with us right on through the morning and maybe more of a nuisance for you. But by this afternoon, you're going to like the forecast. I'll have the details for you coming up.
Out of DeKalb County, that's where police are investigating after a man was killed and a teenager shot.
Molly Oka is live with the latest. Molly, police believe this is all tied back to car break-ins in Decatur.
Yeah, that's what their investigation is leading them to believe as of now. I want you to take a look at your screen. We got to map this out for you because there's a couple of different locations police had to go to last night. That first call came at 10:25 when they first got a call about a person shot in Decatur. Police say a 15-year-old, possibly two other people, were breaking into cars. Police say a man in his 30s went outside to get something from his car. There was some kind of argument or fight, and that ended in gunfire. When police got to Shepherd's Path, they found a man who was shot. He was later hospitalized where he died. About 5 minutes later, police got another call about a person shot, this one coming from just down the road off Flat Shoals Parkway. That's where they found a 15-year-old boy at a Waffle House who was shot. Police say that 15-year-old was hospitalized in serious condition. However, he is expected to be okay this morning. Police are still investigating. We've got some questions out to them already in emails. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Molly, thank you. Developing this morning, a state trooper is recovering after being shot at the proposed Atlanta police training site.
The GBI is working this case. They say the gunman is dead after state troopers fired back. Jerry Carnes is following the rising tension.
A state trooper continues to heal here at Grady Hospital as tensions between law enforcement and protesters continues to grow. The trooper was attempting to clear protesters out of the property where the city of Atlanta plans to build a police training center. The GBI says that trooper encountered a man in a tent who shot the trooper. Other officers fired at the protesters, killing him. Protesters known as the Forest Defenders gathered for a vigil and vowed to continue their efforts to stop the police training center that they say would destroy the forest. Neighbors say tensions have been rising ever since police arrested 5 protesters last month, charging them with domestic terrorism.
Now, in just a few hours, the family and attorneys for University of Georgia football player Devin Wheelock will speak publicly for the first time since the deadly crash.
They're expected to have a press conference today to talk about what's next for the family, including possible legal actions.
Wheelock died early Sunday morning in an SUV accident, along with the driver, Georgia football recruiting staffer Chandler Lecroy. According to a crash report, excessive speed is listed as one of the primary causes of the crash. The report also says Wheelock was ejected and not wearing a seatbelt. Right now, authorities are awaiting the toxicology report. Today's press conference is set to start at 2 p.m. in Athens.
One of the victims from last week's string of deadly tornadoes will be remembered today. Jesse Maxwell died while working to clear debris in Jasper County on Friday. There will be a celebration of life at 6 p.m. at the relevant church in Locust Grove. Maxwell leaves behind a wife and 4 children.
Griffin Spalding County students will return to class tomorrow for a half day. It's going to be their first time in a week. Students will be at the school following the deadly tornadoes that left damage just like this right near the high school. The district says high school students, they're going to start class at 7:40 and be dismissed at 11 a.m. Elementary students will start at 8 a.m. and will get out at 11:45. And the middle school begins classes at 8:30 and will be dismissed at 12:25. Fulton County prosecutors now have their hands on the final special grand jury report detailing the findings of its investigation into possible 2020 election interference here in Georgia. It is still unclear, though, if we will ever see those details. A Fulton County Superior Court judge has called for a hearing next week where the DA's office and others will argue over how much information should be released to the public.
Right now, some neighbors in South Fulton are furious over a trend called a pad split, and city leaders say they're taking action. Pad splits are supposed to make it easier for people to pay cheaper prices by renting out a room in someone's home for a week or so at a time. City Councilwoman Helen Z. Willis says this home you see here was approved to be a single-family home, but code enforcement found numbers and locks on every door like an apartment building. There are now new restrictions in place for pad splits. They have to be near other multifamily units. There needs to be a permit and business license and random inspections. You may assume your bathroom has the most germs in your home. Well, think again. A new study says it's actually your kitchen. And you should know there are some new categories of items to watch out for when guarding against kitchen germs. Coming up this morning on the Today Show, a breakdown of the entire list of findings from the Journal of Food Protection, and the surface with the highest degree of cross-contamination might surprise you. Those details coming up next on Today. The things we may not want to know but need to know, Chesley.
That's absolutely right. Like you need to know, the rain is out there, folks. Got some rain that's headed toward us. It's going to be light for the most part, breaking up as it moves in. By noon, look at that rain ending. Temperatures will be right around 65 degrees. Going to get some sunshine in this afternoon with a high near 70. Nice and warm out there. By 6 o'clock, the sun would have set. We'll have fair skies. 61 degrees will be your temperature. Noticeably cooler for tomorrow. In fact, temperatures will be down into the 50s. Grab your jacket for tomorrow.
Atlanta's very own tennis star Coco Gauff is playing in the third round of the Australian Open today. Gauff's victory on Wednesday marked her 100th Women's Tennis Association win. At just 18 years old, she is the youngest woman to reach the milestone since 2009.
She could have 100 more.
Right.
Easy.
Long time to play. Go, Coco, go.
All right. Watch out for the rain, everybody. Look forward to the sunshine. Today's show's next. We'll see you back tomorrow morning.